Podcast, and we are here live. Nick and Edie, how you doing? We're getting ready for our watch party. Yeah, I'm actually technically at work right now, and I will be for another 5 minutes, and then it's going to be kind of interesting because I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to be at work, but I mean, I
Hopefully it
am going
doesn't
to be at work.
last
I'm
2
just
hours.
going to be at work, right? Right. No, it's not. And it's supposed to last. What was it? It's scheduled for 1 hour. So we'll see. But
That's a long time to say, hey, here's the price and release date.
I believe it
Microsoft's
is a
thing was
1 hour show.
30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't not, I have no idea if they're going to go through the whole thing. Maybe it is only a 30-minute thing, which would be fine. But please, if you're listening in the chat room, please let me know, how is the stream? We tested this earlier, it was running fine. All of a sudden now it's not running fine. So I don't know what's going on. But it seems to be okay. Hey! We've got Chaos in the chat room. How you doing, Chaos?
Gamer Temeral asks us, what do you think the price will be? He says $389, which I think is
No.
excessively low. I think it'll be either $500 or $550.
There's going to be two prices. It is going to be, you think it's going to be $500 or $550? I know what they wanted to ask. They wanted to ask for $599. They're not going to ask for $599. I think they're going to push it. They're going to go $499. They're going to price match. I think they're going to price match this.
Yeah.
But I think that that's the top of the line PS5. Now the step down PS5, the second console that's going to compete with the Xbox S, I think it's going to be $399.
I think it's going to be $100 cheaper. The only difference is a disk drive. Oh yeah, so you're saying $50 cheaper?
No, yes, I think that there's only going to be a $50 difference.
Okay, that makes sense to me. 100 is too much, considering it's only the disk drive that's different.
Right. I think it's going to be a $50 difference. I think that they're going to hope to make up whatever money they're losing in the price of the PS5 with the price of the lower priced PS5 Junior, I'll call it. Because they do have a unique selling proposition on that, is that if you look at the lower priced, the PlayStation 5 Junior is going to be competing with the Series S. And if you look at those machine to machine, PlayStation 5 Junior is going to be a better machine.
Yeah, but they're targeting different audiences.
They're targeting different audiences, exactly. And so I think that they have a little bit more wiggle room to be able to name their own independent price. However, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X are competing with the same audience, and that's why I think they'll price match.
Okay.
Ryan
said the feed is skipping a bit.
Okay. Well, hopefully it won't skip too much. It was working fine. Up until 10 minutes ago. So whatever's going on with my internet, maybe will
I
go
wonder
away.
if maybe it has to do with streaming a live video versus streaming a video.
Possibly. It might have to do also with whatever my husband's doing in the other room. My internet has been very strange lately. Gamer Timmeral says, I'm sure getting our hands on the PS5 is going to be difficult because of the global bastard. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the news earlier today. Is that Bloomberg says that internally Sony has cut its production estimates by 50%. Originally, they were anticipating 11 million consoles out this year. They're now estimating 5 million.
No, it'd be 7.
7 million consoles out this year, that they're reducing it by 5 million simply because and this is something that I found, if it's true, utterly shocking, that the success rate in the growing of the chips, because these are custom chips that are being done by AMD, and they're kind of high-end chips. They're kind of a computer in a chip, so to speak. That the success rate for the growing of these chips is 50%. And that's what it was originally. Now, normally I would imagine that over a period of time, as you're ramping up production, that you can get that conversion rate to be higher just by doing it over and getting better at it. However, because of COVID, they didn't have this time to get better at it. So they are at the rate of about 50% of the chips that they actually produce are usable.
So I don't know if I believe that 100%, just because
I don't know
if I believe it
is
really, really high.
Really high. Well, really low. It's a really low success rate.
Yeah, that means that basically, half the chips they make are trash.
Trash.
I feel like they would have to cut the supply by way more if that was actually true.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're obviously going to get better as they get closer to the end of the year because there's more production going on, but that COVID threw a monkey wrench into the whole thing, a spanner in that whole works of actually getting better at it. So, hey, we got Peter in the chat room. Hey, baby. We got Bitters, of course. We got Andy Shao. I haven't seen you in a while. Andrew is saying $500 for the full and $400 for the digital.
I feel like that's too low for digital.
I'm actually starting to waver. I'm starting to go where Chaos is going, where Andy's going.
I can see 500 and 450, but I just can't imagine it being.
I think it's going to be 500. I'm with
because
Chaos. Yeah,
well,
I think it's
for the
500 or 400.
Discless version, like it's the same innards except for so it has a 4K Blu-ray drive.
Mm-hmm.
I bought one of those. A low-end one of those that I bought was $80. So I can imagine that if they just take out that 4K Blu-ray disc drive, that's about $100 difference.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also it's almost like selling it at cost at that point. I feel like they could totally get away with selling it for just $50 cheaper and almost make money on each of the console that they sold because of that.
I think that they're not so worried about making money. And that's the nature of consoles, is you don't make money on that first year of the consoles.
That's not true.
As production costs go down.
Microsoft,
it's absolutely true.
It used to be, but Microsoft changed the way they work so that they don't sell at a loss anymore. And Nintendo has never sold at a loss.
Well, that's Nintendo. Let's not consider Nintendo. That is his own little.
Yeah, it's the same thing though. They've never sold at a loss. And I know Microsoft, they said something a while ago that they changed their production and how they build it so that they won't sell at a loss. Like they don't want to do that anymore.
So we are any minute away from this happening.
Okay, completely random question. Should I spend like $30 to $40 on Lone Wolf and Cub comics? There's a sale on those for digital comics, and over the course of several months, this series lasts 28 volumes, and I've actually bought about half of them already over the course of several months as they go on sale, or several years actually. Mm-hmm. But I have not actually read any of them yet. So should I take advantage of this sale and add to my collection?
No.
Or should I actually sit down and read what the fuck I've already bought?
Read what the fuck you've already bought, and A, you may decide that you don't need to read anymore, and B, it's not like it's going to be the last time you ever have a sale on these. Yeah.
True. But like, if I like it, then I might as well just have it now, Just buy it now on sale and have it later.
Yeah.
Wait, who's meowing?
Peter Comeo says, yeah, it's marked up to $80. The cost will be lower. Prediction $4.99 and $4.49. And Chaos is saying, I think they will want to hit that $400 for the discless. I'm with Chaos. I think that they're going to want to hit $400 for the discless because with the lowest end PlayStation or lowest end Xbox being $299, yes, it is totally different markets, but still, for the random, mom buying for
You
the
just said
house
his
or
is
whatever.
going. Oh, actually, yeah. If I go to YouTube, it's playing.
Oh shit, we were off live. All right, here it is.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And
Thanks,
only
Peter.
the dominant.
Hey, Miles.
How do we even know the girl will be among them?
See, they're not just going to
kind do
announce
not
about this. They're
question
also going to
orders.
throw in all this bullshit about games that honestly we don't care about.
Oh shit! Is this what are you fucking talking about? This is Final Fantasy 16?
Let's summon their icon.
Oh, is it?
It's Chocobo.
Holy
Shiva.
shit, it is. It is. Wow. Okay,
Our
not what I
foe will not
expected.
relinquish their mother crystal easily. This will be a bitter fight.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this. Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him.
What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your sword to our cause?
Fuck those guys. I hate those guys.
Yeah.
What does it matter? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
So they sit in the dragoons. Imperial vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
It's the Archduke's son.
Phoenix.
Joshua! Stop this!
Second back on the fire. But that's impossible. The legacy of the crystals. Has shaped our history.
Trail just keeps going.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. This looks awesome.
In a Bitters Plus says Final Fantasy Thrones, and I do get a real Game of Thrones vibe from the aesthetics and the cutscenes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The gameplay actually looked very much like Final Fantasy 15,
Right.
specifically with a protagonist that teleports to enemies to close the distance.
Yeah.
If it's the last thing.
And actually, the Final Fantasy VII remake was really similar to that. So if anything, this is just like the next evolution of that, which I feel will be good because I thought 15 was fun. The combat in the 7 remake was even better. So if they keep on that trend, then the combat in this should be really, really good.
And Final Fantasy now goes back to a PlayStation exclusive after all these years.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
Well, hey, just give it a year and then let's see.
Yeah. Well,
You
it says
know.
it says PlayStation console exclusive, no
It
qualifier.
says it. It
But
says
does
it.
it need it?
But if it was actually a limited exclusive, would Sony announce that here?
Yeah.
Or is that
that's
something
true.
Square Enix will clarify in the coming times?
Yeah. Bitters Plus says Final Fantasy of Thrones. Bitters, she also says it looks like PS4 graphics. Chaos is saying this is the first Final Fantasy that's been hyped for a while. That I have been hyped for in a while.
Okay, yeah, I was hyped for the 7 remake. That game was great. I will say
Yeah,
the
but
graphics did look a lot like 7 remake and 15.
Yep.
But also remember, this is a stream, right? You're not going to actually get to see,
Right. You're not going to see it the way it's supposed to be.
especially if you're watching our stream of their stream.
Right.
Come on, we're gonna be late. Hey, dude, I am so feeling your.
I told you it's going to be an hour long, and it's going to be hour long filled with games. They're going to force all this game stuff down us when I just want to know. I want to know what the price is and go back to work. It's in the middle of a freaking day. I want to know the price. I want to know the release date and go back to work, assholes.
I mean, honestly, I'm glad that they are showing more games because I feel like they need to do more to justify the new console. So that's cool.
What do you think about Rio Morales?
Still, I mean, do this at 5 o'clock at night. Do not do this at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Do it at noon so people on their lunch hours could do it. Well, actually, technically,
making sure they don't throw things at each other.
No, it isn't noon anywhere except Hawaii right now. Dex.
Hi, I'm Brian Horton, creative director at Insomniac Games. We're excited to show you this first look at gameplay from Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Peter says that that Final Fantasy looks good on a 4K.
And we find Miles' new home, Harlem, is
and Bitter says now Spider-Man looks good if that's in-engine footage. Yeah, but it's also a cutscene.
No, that's in engine.
A high-tech criminal army led by the Tinkerer starts to break out. In this gameplay sequence, captured on PlayStation 5 hardware, the Underground attacks Roxxon, sending the rally into chaos in a fight that spills onto the Braithwaite Bridge, where the Underground tries to steal Roxxon's experimental energy source, Newform. Let's take a look.
All right, this is technically gameplay.
I mean, they showed gameplay before. He was walking through the thing. Oh, it's Watch Dogs meets Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Or Destiny. That's more Destiny, I think.
That would be what? Watch Dogs or...
Okay, so wait, that's Destiny. The other guys look like Anthem dudes.
Watchmen or Spider Dogs?
Not Watchmen, that's copyrighted.
That's right, it has to be Spider Dog.
Get rid of him. Then grab as much as you can carry.
I'm still not seeing gameplay. I'm seeing cutscene.
I mean, it's all the same graphics-wise. It really is.
Keep him busy.
It does look good. There we go.
That bridge is coming down. I have to stop this. People are trapped over there. I have to push past these guys. Where is he? Kill you!
Help! Help! No. No!
The bus! Everybody get out! No! Don't worry, I got you!
Thank you.
Man! Those people! They're trapped!
Not gonna lie, this looks great. This looks great. I want this.
Yeah?
I want this. This looks awesome. This
I mean, for
looks
what it's-
like what I wanted Avengers to be.
Yeah, you should play the Spider-Man game
I know, I really should.
on PS4. Like, you could get some of that right now.
I know. But I
and-
would not want to play it on anything but the new console.
No, but see, it's fine because you can play Spider-Man on PS4 and enjoy that, and then you can go to Miles Morales that was made on the PS5 and enjoy that. You've got 2 different Spider-Man games for each console. Don't hold yourself back. Peter said something that this comes with an upgraded version of Spider-Man? I've not heard that. Oh, wait, hang on.
Yeah, I did see somewhere that this is coming with an upgraded PS5 version of Spider-Man and well, like this was an expansion-sized game, right? Or am I remembering wrong? I don't remember that at all. But does it necessarily mean that it's not true? Because I have not really paid attention to Spider-Man stuff. Yeah, Andrew Smith is saying Spider-Man game looks awesome. Andy says Eddie Chow, the first Spider-Man game was pretty awesome. You can now get the Game of the Year on PSN. It's pretty cheap with both DLCs. Oh, well, that's good to know. All right. Are they actually going to deliver now? Going to put up or shut up? No, of course not. Why would they deliver what they promised? You know what? Wouldn't this be a fucking kick in the teeth if they didn't release any information today? If it was just a bunch of game trailers.
That would actually be really funny.
Oh, I don't think it would be funny at all.
Well, it'd be funny because at this point, I'm just like, whatever, fuck it.
At this point, yeah.
Story to these hallowed walls. And quite possibly.
Is it just me, or does it feel like a big budget Harry Potter game is coming like 5 years too late?
Yeah.
Every portrait, every stone in this castle tells the story. Witches and wizards who came before. Here you will meet lifelong friends.
I would have loved this game years ago, but this looks like exactly what I wanted to. But
while your journey begins at Hogwarts, brewing potions, taming fantastic beasts, and mastering spells, there is a larger world beyond these.
God, this looks awesome.
A world filled with dangers you can't yet imagine. An ancient knowledge long gone from this world.
I mean, at least it seems like
the mysterious talent you possess may be the key to
unlocking. You're your own character. You're not Harry Potter.
You're not Harry Potter. But
so
still, even so, you're in the Harry Potter world.
Yeah.
It's not the story of Harry Potter.
But I think
like Lego Harry Potter.
Yeah, but like divorcing it from all that seems like a good idea.
The journey ahead.
It looks like you can
Miles.
totally be.
It does look like you can do that, Miles.
Now, you know what this looks like? This looks like Fable. This is Sony's Fable.
No.
That is not a bad observation.
Of Hogwarts.
The Dark Souls of the Harry Potter world.
Because Harry Potter needed anything, it's more Dark Souls.
Oh, fuck's sake! Just
go along with the ride. They're not going to announce it till the end of the stream. You know it.
it drives me nuts because I'm supposed to be working. God, if any of my bosses are on this stream, I'm not fucked. No, I'm not.
Hi everyone.
I'll just work late.
If you get a call, if someone gets a call, then
one of our goals as developers is to bring the game world to life unlike anything you've ever experienced, and the PlayStation 5 is making that happen. With the power of the new console, we've been able to significantly enhance the overall experience. From what you see in the world, to how it feels in your hands, to what you hear around you. In Black Ops Cold War, you will be transported to the year 1981, in the middle of one of the most dangerous times the world has ever known, the height of the Cold War. The following is a portion of the first campaign mission where you've been given the name of a high-value target linked to the Iran hostage crisis. But in true Black Ops style, nothing is as it seems. Take a look.
Is it just me? Does it seem weird to have an action shooter in the Cold War? Wouldn't that make it a hot war?
Yeah,
wouldn't
it actually is.
War?
The whole point of the Cold War is we didn't fight it with guns. We fought it.
I mean, I guess it was a lot of proxy fights.
Yeah,
like there was still a lot of combat.
Yeah,
and shooting.
Afghanistan
Yeah, it's just not actually against Russia.
Go find this shithead.
Priority is to ID a rush.
Yeah, what are the exact chances your boss would be watching this? Would you say non-zero?
No.
Oh, so 0%.
It's absolutely zero.
Okay.
Mason, check it out.
Even so, technically, I am on my lunch hour, so.
Okay.
Left side.
Can I make this full screen?
A rush might be in the truck.
Oh, no.
Peter says 2 hits, 2 misses for me, but they all look great. Yeah, this looks great too. Don't know that I want to play it.
Call of Duty.
The Harry
Call of
Potter
Duty.
is definitely a hit for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I freaking want that game.
We need a
Like,
positive ID.
you nailed it when you said it is Sony's Fable.
Huh.
That's our man. Take him out.
Our man is Dr. Disrespect?
Take
It looks
him
just
out.
like him, dude. It looks like him. Look at that. That looks like Dr. Disrespect right there. Look at that.
You're right. Oh no, he went for the other guy, not Disrespect.
Oh, the guy in front of Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, when they say Cold War, they're actually talking about the war between Twitch and Mixer.
That's. Yeah.
Oh, see, he just shot Ninja in the face. Oh, Jesus.
I looked away. Was there somebody that looked like Ninja?
No, I'm just making a joke.
Where's Shroud? Where's Shroud?
He was in the car.
And you know who's flying that plane? PewDiePie!
Oh, true.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's really cool. I don't want to play this. I mean, I don't think I want this game, but that is pretty fucking awesome. Oh.
Oh, come on, stream.
Is it locking up for you?
Yeah.
What part of the plan?
Let's go.
Get ready!
I mean, that was a really cool set.
Yeah. That was pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's a good trailer, but
We hope you enjoyed that sneak peek at the campaign for Black Ops Cold.
Yeah.
There are many more twists and turns along the way as you begin to unravel the truth, and we can't wait for you to play it soon.
Where'd the cat
In
go?
addition to the story campaign, Cold War features the next generation of multiplayer online combat and an all-new awesome zombies experience. Today, I have the special honor to announce on behalf of my friends at Treyarch that the PlayStation community doesn't have to wait to play multiplayer. Starting this Friday, PlayStation players will be able to play the multiplayer alpha exclusively on PlayStation 4. And for those of you that are watching at home on your PS4, you can preload the experience starting tomorrow. We can't wait to see you on Friday and through the weekend. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Be right back.
All clear.
Bomb, move! What the hell? Take him away.
In life and in death. The total struggle. There, come again.
God, we're getting choppiness. I hope it's not affecting you guys too much.
Mira. Quit being so paranoid. Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence. Bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of the
What did I
forest
miss?
and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch, and into the forest deep.
And in death, we give you glory. Mother Miranda.
It's just a local tale.
Oh shit! I wish I saw more of this.
That looks really good.
If it's just looking, window shop away.
And Bitters calls it Capcom Silent Hill.
You have no idea how sold I am on that concept.
Yep. Whatever this is, I'm in love with it already. I am
This
on
is
it.
the.
I'm all over this.
That death loop.
You want out of the loop. You gotta learn how it works. Black Reef is a puzzle, and each visionary is a different piece. Here's Eagle,
I am a respected scientist.
I've done so many loops, I've learned to run circles around him.
Hey, over here! I'm coming for you! Rita! Get him! Monster, out! I am trying to focus, you son of a bitch!
I've tried taking my targets out one by one more than I can remember, but there is never enough time. I go after one, another lives, because right now, half an island away, a different visionary is throwing his nightly cannibal masquerade. Alexis Dorsey.
Everybody shut up! This is my jam.
Igor is a big fan, yet somehow he never makes it to the party. Something keeps him home.
Colt, you there, buddy?
Here's the invite to the party. And here's why Igor blew it off. He made some kind of scientific breakthrough that morning.
I did it! I did it! It works!
That he makes every morning, unless I get there first. No experiment, no breakthrough. No reason for Igor not to drink his disappointment with Alexis. Now I got a shot at killing them both at the same time, in the same loop.
Hey, Wolf! It's time to hunt Pig! Wolf! I'm talking about you, baby!
So it's a strategic time loop first-person shooter?
Yeah. That would be really interesting if part of it is about figuring out how to get everyone in one place.
Right.
That's pretty neat.
So it adds kind of, detection into, figuring out the clues to
Yeah.
manipulate time.
It's not just, assassination loop.
Yeah.
8 targets on my list. Every one of them with grand plans for eternal life. To break the loop, I gotta break the rules. Clock's ticking.
Yeah, but it'd be interesting if you gotta find a way to get all 8 of them to go to the party.
You keep forgetting, Colt. I'm not like those other idiots. Only got one name on my list. Yours.
I'm not hating that.
The more I see that, the more I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Hurry up anytime soon. I gotta pee.
I don't think they're gonna do it anytime soon. You can take a break. I had to go run to put a diaper on the cat.
If it's a game, I'm gonna do that. But I mean, you know what's gonna happen if I go pee. It's all right. It's a game. All right, I'm gonna go take a break. Go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Then you can do the cat diaper.
Fates.
I already did it.
Would I have your life?
What is this?
And you mine? You a demon?
Devil May Cry? Oh, okay.
Kneel before me. This is power.
Didn't Devil May Cry 5 already come out? This is just this is the special edition. I feel like they can't have a trailer for every PS5 enhanced game. That'd be a little overblown.
Okay, Chaos has lost his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Peter Como mentions that in that time loop that it looks like the computer from Fallout, and it is a Bethesda game.
Yeah, well, it's Bethesda owns the developer of Dishonored. I forget what their name is.
Yeah,
but it's from the guys that did Dishonored, and it looks like a Dishonored game.
Right. It's Dishonored meets Fallout 76.
Well, it's not really. I guess it is multiplayer, but it's not MMO.
No, but I'm talking about the aesthetic. You know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's the what is it?
Bethesda
70s
aesthetic.
Old
Yeah,
70s.
like, yeah, and then they had the cameras with that thing that came up and that same kind of like old telereal sound.
Mm-hmm.
Did those fugitive morons?
I want to play Oddworld. I really liked those games.
It sounds idiotic, but that's exactly what it looks like.
Bad karma for burning down my farm.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning, creative director of Oddworld Soulstorm. And we're excited to bring you an all-new exclusive trailer from the game. Here, our unlikely hero, Abe, finds himself fresh off the back of freeing his people from the nefarious Rupture Farms. He thinks the journey is over, but soon discovers it has only just begun. The stakes are higher, the threats are larger, the obstacles are more devious, and it's all made possible by the power of PlayStation 5. Enjoy.
We are not letting that head guy get away from us again.
Good point, Miles. Yeah, once a decade, you get a new one.
Yeah.
This music just seems a little bit over the top for Oddworld.
Yeah, for what is really like a puzzle platformer.
Right.
Like it's a puzzle platformer. And yeah, the music is a little like
yeah.
But hey, whatever. It still looks like a good goofy fun.
Wow, what is going on with the feed, guys? It's not them. I don't think it's me.
Yeah, because I've got the stream going actually in another
Not really quite
tab.
sure why it's happening. I have literally stopped everything.
Oh. Okay. It looks like
Yeah, I apologize. I have
Did it
just
completely
load on
break
us.
for you?
Gregory?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay.
Okay, now it's
Give me a
now it's like a
second,
club.
guys. I will try and sort out what the hell's going on.
Is that Five Nights at Freddy's? It's like a bear.
Hold on a
in
second. I've lost the feed, so
I know.
hold on a
I'm
second.
trying to describe
figure
it.
out how we get it back.
I'm watching it in another tab. There's like a really big mall with a bear that looked like the Five Nights at Freddy's guy. Yes, it is. Five Nights at Freddy's security breach.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get it back up.
Okay, we've got blue woo-woos of the PlayStation symbol.
God damn it. Please, please, please don't make the announcement while the
They're
feed
not.
went down for me.
It's a PlayStation
good.
Studios game. Japan. Oh, fuck yeah, this is Dark Souls. Not Dark Souls, Demon Souls.
Okay, this seems to be working much better now. All right. So the feed seems to be way better. The feed on the show. Andrew is still losing his mind over Devil May Cry.
That's the least interesting game here.
Pretty much.
Least worst one. Terrible. It looked awful. Just I spit on Devil May Cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not missing anything. What are you talking about? It's Demon Souls. If this is a launch game, then this is absolutely worth however much the console costs.
Yeah, the feed is way better now.
Well, did you go to a different channel or something?
No. I just it died and then I reloaded the screen, and so now
okay.
it's no longer hitching or anything like that.
Yeah, it got stuck in some loop or something happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is an absolutely not action-packed trailer. This
no kidding.
Has calm and relaxing a Demon Souls trailer as you can get, but this is also exactly what I want. Like, this is... See, I want to do exactly this.
Thunk.
And then you make one mistake and that dude kills you, and you're like, fuck, I gotta do all that over again. Except he's not reading the messages. Come on, guy, read the messages. They're trying to help you. I mean, this also looks really good. Like, has a remake, like the way that they've enhanced these environments. Like, this is really impressive. Someone at Sony's like, okay, we need to pad it out for an hour. Let's show 5 minutes of a dude running in Demon Souls.
Peter says it looks fantastic and super easy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just simple. One thing I noticed, and I don't know if this is done for the trailer, if this is actually an option in game, is there's no HUD.
There's no what?
There's no HUD.
Oh, there is no HUD, is there?
I wonder if that's like a configuration you can do, or if they just took it out for cinematic purposes. Okay, when is this coming out? What's the release date for this? Is this a launch game?
I don't think they're going to give you any information.
Is it a launch window game?
I have no idea. They didn't
2021?
The things you care about, they don't want to tell you anything about
anything?
it.
Oh,
nope.
Fuckers.
Nothing. All right, we're running out of time, guys. You're going to have to give up the goodies.
They still got 20 minutes left. That's at least a trailer or two.
He says there's no HUDs because so you can't see how much damage he's taking by blocking like a noob.
That's true. He blocked and it's like, oh, that's half his health.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I get it. Say, hey, look, Fortnite's available day one.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's worth doing. I get it. Oh, they're expanding the. Oh no, that's the
Peter
special
says,
edition.
Where's my skip button?
Wait, this is something new. The PlayStation Plus collection.
Yeah. So these are available on their streaming?
All right. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it seems like if you have PlayStation Plus, all of those games are basically free to you on PlayStation 5 at launch. That's pretty cool.
That's not bad. There's a number of games I have not bought that I kind of want to own.
I have played about 90% of those games.
I know. There's a bunch of ones that are games that it's like I've wanted to play in the last console generation. I just didn't get around to doing it, like God of War and
see,
Thief's End.
Peter, me in the same boat. I've played 90% of those, but it's a cool feature. Like that's really cool to do. To have like a lot of your exclusives basically be free to your your PS Plus subscribers. That's the watch. It'll be like free for the first month. You know, and then they'll go away.
It looks like an architecture of a building that a supervillain would be running his corporation out of in a futuristic downtown.
It looks like something from Saudi Arabia. You know, they build it next to the Burj Khalifa.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Oh, shit.
Oh, I was right. They matched, and it was $100 cheaper. Bam! Bitch, I got it.
November 19th.
November 19th. Okay. All right.
I like how
they just were like, oh, yeah, and the most important thing.
Now he's talking about it.
Yeah. We are going to back that up. Yep. Andrew got it. Andrew nailed it. $100 cheaper, even without the hard drive.
I'm surprised.
Wait, and one more info, because this is when they actually deliver the stuff that you care about, is when they say, oh, and one more thing. This is the mic drop moment.
Is this God of War? This is God of War.
Another one?
I'll bet you this is all we get. That's really soon. God of War 2 for next year. That's good. That's a big selling point.
Yep. All right. So now we have it, and I can.
I do like that it's fucking. Hey, here's a video. Boom, price, date. It's just like no fanfare at all.
Right.
Except for like the hour of stuff building up to it, but then just like a video with boop boop. Here's the price.
All right, so let's back this up with the price. So let's break this down. Peter Como says, "Take my money." That's what he wants. So there it is. $4.99 for the PlayStation 5, $3.99 for the digital edition. So indeed, they did price match to the Xbox, and they have dropped that price by $100 without the disc drive.
Yeah.
And so they're arguing that, yes, you can compare the $299 PlayStation Xbox Series S, but for $100 more, you can actually get a much better machine.
Yeah, well, like I said, they're still targeting two different audiences.
They are.
But it's like they went hardcore aggressive with the price in a way I was genuinely not expecting.
I was expecting
Sony of all people.
Well, I said this in the last show, is that they were at that moment where they could make that decision to replicate the lead balloon that they dropped for the PlayStation 3. When they announced that price being way too expensive and ignored the less expensive 360 price when they dropped their price. They were the only way that they could have made, if it had made it more expensive or significantly more expensive, is to have Ken Kutaragi come back out and make that mistake again. So, yeah, I know, I can almost guarantee you for a fact that this price is hurting PlayStation way more than it's hurting Microsoft.
Skip forward a little bit to the date.
All right, we got the date coming. Where is it? The date is...
Because it was November 19th in the U.S. and 12th everywhere else. Oh, no, 12th in the
12th
U.S.
in the U.S., Japan, Canada,
And-
Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, and South Korea, and 19th
and then 19th
everywhere
the rest
else.
of the world.
Thank you, sir.
So what
Actually,
was
can you grab me a
what was
plate?
the release date for the Xbox?
The Xbox was the 22nd, I want to say.
No, it
Or
was...
is it the 10th? No, it's the 10th. It's the 10th, and then you can start pre-ordering September 22nd, as I recall.
Okay.
If I'm remembering that right. If I am. And somebody will correct me in the chat if not. Ryan Stevenson says, we will see what the pricing is in Canada, the straight up convert. By the way, I'm now getting my lunch because Kevin didn't go get me lunch. You're supposed to.
In November 10th, so they're actually launching
2 days later.
extremely close to each other.
Pretty much people are not going to be leaving. Are not going to be leaving the line. They're going to be camping out for 2 weeks in front of Best Buy, and then they're just going to go in, pick up their PlayStation or pick up their Xbox, and then go back to the back of the line to stand in line for the PlayStation.
Now just fucking order it online. Don't be a dipshit that's going to wait out on Black Friday like a dumbass.
Some people love to do that.
There is no Black Friday. There's no Black Friday anymore. Didn't you hear? Everyone's closing for after Thanksgiving, like a decent and humane society should.
Wait.
No, the series isn't $5.99.
The series is $4.99. Yeah,
he might be talking. He might be talking in Canadian money.
That's my shoes.
In Canada dollars, but Canada dollars don't count.
So Ryan Stevenson says, I want both. How do I decide what is first? Do you want both the Xbox and the PlayStation?
Well,
all right. Here's what I'm going to do.
No,
now that I know everything
for that.
I am getting the PlayStation with the hard drive, and in a perfect world, I will get the digital edition for the Xbox One or the Xbox Series S. I will get the Xbox Series S.
Or just buy whichever PlayStation you want, and then buy the Xbox on the All Access Pass. That way, you're not dropping, $1,000 around there at once. You're dropping $500, and then $25 to $35 a month.
So yeah, I think that even though they waited way too long to make this decision, these are some solid prices.
Also, no pre-order. Like Microsoft has said that pre-orders begin on September 22nd.
I think that goes back to the fact that Sony doesn't want to admit that they have a problem with manufacturing. They're not going to have the supply. They're going to have between 6 and 7 million consoles out this year. They're not going to be able to cover the demand. No way, no how. And they've got a supply chain issue the size of like Rhode Island at this point.
Definitely possible.
Meanwhile, chaos is still going on about Devil May Cry.
You already play Devil May Cry 5? I thought you played that on PS4.
He did. I watched him play it.
Oh, he
just
just loved it that much. Hey, you know what? You know what? Honestly, I can't give them crap because my most hype for game is fucking Demon Souls.
I know.
Right? It's look, yeah, sure, same boat.
Yeah, you get it.
But yeah, I like that they showed it off with a bunch of games, and especially seeing more of Deathloop is pretty good. Announcing Final Fantasy 16 seemed good because that game looks cool. Like it's enough games that I feel like most of them are not launch titles, but it seems like enough games that will come out within 6 months to a year following that you're like, okay, maybe I would want to pick this up soon. But also that whole PS Plus collection idea, that's a pretty good way, because the thing about Game Pass is like if I get the Xbox on all access, I get access to Game Pass, which means right out of the box, I have access to multiple hundreds of games.
Right.
So having those be free for like PS Plus subscribers is a pretty good way of not having the same, it's a similar type of benefit, right? You open the box and you immediately have a game to play. Because I remember back when I got Nintendo 64 and it came with Mario 64 and it was like, yes, this is awesome, right? Like a console that comes with a game to play. And then that stopped happening. And so then you always had to add the price of a game onto whatever the console cost because no one was going to buy a console without a game. And it seems like now we've kind of circled back around to essentially these consoles have a pack-in game to a degree. It's not quite the same because it's all part of a subscription service, but the end result is that, hey, I don't have to buy a new game to go with the new console. I can play a bunch of older stuff on it that's available right away.
Right. There's that. There's also the aspect of, I think that if you're looking at what's available for the PlayStation Plus, and for PlayStation Plus and for Xbox Live, what are they calling it now? Xbox. It's not Xbox Live anymore. The Game Pass. Yeah. Xbox still has a more compelling argument.
I think so too, especially because if I look closely at all those games they showed, I think most of those are PlayStation published games.
It makes sense that they would be.
And I also think that all of those games have at one point been on PS Plus. Or no, well, okay, not all of them, but a good number of them have been on PS Plus. So if, like me, you're on top of your PS Plus game and you add all that shit to your library each month, even if you don't download it, I already have access to most of those games for free. Like even the ones I haven't played, like Arkham Knight or Second Son or Ratchet and Clank. Maybe not Ratchet and Clank. I think Ratchet and Clank's the only one I have to buy. But Second Son and Arkham Knight, I have in my library that I could download. So, it's a good way for them to basically give the perception of added value, even if when you actually even if everything they're giving you for free, they already kind of gave you for free before. So it's like I'm not getting all that much extra. If anything, Ratchet and Clank might be the only game in that collection that I haven't already downloaded from PlayStation Plus, and I haven't already bought. But still, it's a cool feature. Like, props to them for doing that. It's still a good idea to do. But I guarantee you that, like, after the first month, that free shit's gone. Like, this is totally an early adopter thing.
Yeah, I mean, now the fight starts about them trying to define the difference between each other, because it's going to be very hard for them to argue when we're talking about identical prices. We are talking about identical prices for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Now the fight begins.
I mean, at that point, I think it really becomes
Is this the first time they've ever been the same price? I don't think they've ever been, and I'll leave this open to the chat room. I don't think the PlayStation and the Xbox, whatever it is, have ever been exactly the same price before. And releasing within 2 days of each other.
Yeah.
Talk about hyper competition. This is the first time that we will actually be making the decision for this based on availability.
Yeah.
100%.
Well,
it's going to be based on availability.
It's not 100% availability. Like, it's still, people still have their preferences.
Yes, but there is not going to be, I would venture to guess the number of times that that a consumer will be able to make a decision based on the machine versus like going in and there's 2 of them on the shelves, both on Xbox Series X and a PlayStation 5 non-digital edition. The chances of that happening are slim and none. Well, they're slim. They're not none. It could happen, but it probably won't ever happen for anyone. Now, there is the question of people being able to get pre-orders, but with the pre-orders, you have to be very, very lucky because first off, you have the pre-orders that you have to win a lottery for. An unfair lottery. A lottery with PlayStation having its thumb on it in order to get a pre-order for a PlayStation 5.
Yeah. And that's for PlayStation. That's
5.
Microsoft isn't doing anything like that.
Right. Microsoft isn't doing anything like that, but at the same time, they're not having signups for pre-orders. So it is literally
not yet.
The opening of a general admission concert. It's just everybody run and it's every man for himself, and it's gonna be fucking chaos.
Pre-orders are always like that.
Yes, it is. But at the same time, you've got 2 very, very different ways of doing it. So someone, in order to have a choice between PlayStation 5, an honest choice, meaning not based on any kind of availability, will have had to A, win the PlayStation 5 lottery, and B, win the just general lottery of just getting lucky and having one of those available to them. It is a tall order, to say the least.
The PlayStation pre-orders through the lottery is not going to be the only system of pre-orders.
That's true. It depends on how many they give out. They want to make sure that the right people definitely are not left out of PlayStation. And if that is not evidence of the fact that they know that there's going to be manufacturing issues and shortages, they wouldn't be doing that. That's how bad it is.
I can totally see them doing it.
They're actually doing it. I don't know. It's not a marketing. They want to make sure that PlayStations are in the hands of the heavy-duty users and influencers. And that's how they're doing it. Hopefully, we're influencers enough. We're probably not.
If that's the only system of pre-orders, then that would be really disappointing, and that would be a bad look for them. But I don't think it will be. I think at some point it'll be like, hey, here are the winners of the lottery, and then for the rest of the people, pre-orders open on blah, blah, blah. On October 17th. October 19th, or October 12th, the month before release.
I don't think so.
Shoot, this thing is...
So, Ryan Stevenson asks, is the Series S an upgrade from the Xbox One X?
Yes. It depends. It depends. It has a better processor.
Yes.
No.
I'm sorry. Processing.
Better processor, but lower resolution.
Mm-hmm.
The Xbox One X will output in 4K. The Xbox Series S will not.
Right. And the Xbox Series S does not have a disk drive.
True.
The Xbox One X does.
But the Series S does have better
hard drive
internals that would allow it to do more processing. Maybe higher frame rate.
It will play better, but it will look slightly shittier.
Yeah, it depends on what TV you have, basically.
That's very much the case. Peter Como says, ha ha ha, totally fair lottery, says the level 72 panic person. Yeah.
Don't panic. There's no need to panic.
I'm totally panicking. I'm not going to get the PlayStation, and I'm pissed already. I'm already pissed off. I'm
Oh my
disappointed
God.
I am.
Just
I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it.
Chill the fuck down, man. Chill. It's all good. It's all good. I was actually thinking about getting an Xbox on that all access plan because it's such a good deal. And it's like, yeah, $35 a month. That's not bad at all. Just do that. Just do that. It's fine. And honestly, like, there are plenty of games for PlayStation 4. Like, you're not, if you don't get a console, you're not missing out on anything real significant.
Yes,
No,
I
you're
am.
not. No,
I
you're
am
not.
missing out on a console. I haven't not had a console since the PlayStation. Sorry, yeah, the PS2. The PS2. Since I got back into gaming, I have not had a console day one.
Yeah, so yeah, see? So who cares if you don't get this one? Oh, you mean you've not had a console on day one? Okay.
Since I got back into gaming, I have had a console day one or at least Christmas Day. This PlayStation 2 was given to me as a Christmas present.
Then just it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You're really not missing out. Like, the FOMO is bullshit.
That's not fear of missing out. That is actually missing out.
No, it's not. What games are you missing out on? Miles Morales? Okay, well, you just play Spider-Man on PS4. It's just as good. It's just as good.
Telemarketers.
Like, there's no reason to be stressed about not getting either of these consoles. Like, if you don't get them, it's fine.
It's not fine.
You should win the lottery because you clearly care about it way more than I do. If they're like, hey Nick, you won the lottery, I'd be like, yeah, okay, cool. Meh.
So, Fighter Ace, Chris Salazar said, "Dear Lord, I'm not waiting in line anywhere for either one of these because adulting and work, haha, pre-order and wait patiently or nothing at all." Hi, Edie, Nick.
Yes. I will. I have never stood in line for a console, and
I've never stood in line for a console. Well, I stood in line for World of Warcraft.
Is Ratchet and Clank Rift in Time a launch title, or is that the launch window?
I don't know. Where is it on the thing?
Andrew was saying, because I was talking about what games are you missing out on.
Definitely not Ratchet and Clank. I could care less about them.
See, so what games for PlayStation 5 are you actually excited to play?
It is breaking the streak.
So that's all it is. It's just about this personal goal of consistency.
Of having it day one. Absolutely. It's also, podcast.
So then just go for
It's very hard to say that I'm a podcaster and not have at least one modern console.
Then buy the Xbox if it's available. Or you know what? Go find a Switch.
I'm going to. No, because I don't consider that.
Oh, geez.
Grown-up gaming. But I'm going to buy I'm going to get both. But I'm probably going to try and pre-order both the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S, depending on whether I can get the PlayStation 5. If I get the PlayStation 5, the non-digital edition, then I will sell my Xbox Series X. If I don't get the PlayStation 5 anytime in a reasonable window after its release, then I will get rid of the PlayStation Series. Oh, sorry. I will hold on to the Series S, play the X until I get the PlayStation 5, and then sell the X. and start using the S because I need to have both. I want to have both. But that's just me. Anyway, let's close this out because I have to. That game, Death Streak, is designed for people with OCD, and if you don't, you will have it after that. Oh, that Death Loop? You mean no? Oh, Death Loop. People with OCD, and if you don't, you will have it after that. Yeah, I could see that. Anyway, we should close this out because I do have to go back to work. I actually have people saying, "Hey, are you available for a conference?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm on a call. 20 minutes." So I should really go back to work.
Okay.
So thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone. Peter, Ryan, we had Andy for a while, Bitters, Miles, and also Fighter A's for joining us for this watch party. Surprising. Good job, Andrew, for nailing the price. And also, me. I think I said $50. I think I settled into a $50 cheaper. So yeah, my first, I got talked off of the winning number.
I was convinced they would not go that cheap.
That low? Yeah, I think they would. Well, clearly they would. Honestly, they can put it any price. They can say it's all $1 because there's going to be so few of them on the shelves. It's not going to fucking matter.
I don't. Oh my god. I'm gonna
Nobody's
laugh so
gonna be able
hard.
to buy one.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if pre-orders begin and you're like, yeah, I bought 2.
I probably will if I can. No, I would not buy 2 because I don't want to be a scalper, but I will definitely be buying 1 if I can get my hands on it. All right, everyone. Thank you, Bitters. Thank you, Andrew and Ryan and everybody else. Yeah. And as Brian says, thanks for the Wednesday show. It was like old times. Yeah.
That's right. It is.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, thanks so much for joining us. And I got to go back to work. But now everything's going to be almost exactly the same price, and the real fight starts. So
about fucking time.
Yep. Also, don't forget to join us on Sunday. 2 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Sorry, 2 p.m. Western, 5 p.m. Eastern on Spreaker. That's speaker with an R, Spreaker.com for the actual the podcast part, the audio. But if you want to join us on this right here, first off, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you're on YouTube. But even if you're not on YouTube, definitely just hit like and subscribe wherever you are, whether it be on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube. Hit those things so that you know when we go live, and we'll be getting notifications. But we do this show on Sunday, the full damn show, and we will absolutely be discussing this with Andrew and everybody else in great detail, way more detail than we are right now. And that again is at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, every Sunday. And more information can be found at GameHounds.net. Nick, talk to you later, dude. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.